Hey professionals, look, if you'd like to have less stress in your professional life and more inner peace, then hang around because in this video I'm going to talk about the two qualities I know every professional person can develop to help you achieve that. So let's go. My name's Steve and I coach professional people just like you on combining your personal brilliance with unshakable emotional freedom so that you can create a happier and more successful experience of your life and work. Now, for professional people, what really gets in the way of experiencing less stress and more inner peace? Yeah, it's work, right? The pressure, the deadlines, the constant demands. But what if I told you it was possible to show up to even a high pressure corporate job and do brilliant work and make a significant contribution that's meaningful and still experience a peaceful balance of mind and emotion? Well, it is. A lot of people think you have to quit your corporate job in order to be happy and in order to experience inner peace. But you don't. When I worked in a global Fortune 50 corporation, I got a lot of senior executive praise for a difficult program I was working on that had a lot of conflict in the program. And I helped resolve that conflict because I was able to bring these two qualities to that work. Now, the first of these two qualities is what I call groundedness. Now, I know what you're thinking. What the hell is groundedness? It's about having some grounding beliefs at your core, a grounding set of beliefs that you live and work from. They include experiencing that your value and worth in the world is a given. It's not up for negotiation. It's not at risk. You don't have to earn it. You cannot lose it. You see, there's nothing that we can do to be worth more or less as a human being. It's there, it's constant. And knowing that means knowing that we're not gambling that value and worth with the things that we venture to do. Groundedness typically involves knowing that we're loved unconditionally by at least one person. It means knowing deep down and experiencing the incredible capacity that all human beings have, including us. You see, we often fear that we'll be helpless in difficult situations, so we avoid those situations. But in actual fact, we're more resourceful than we know. And you can probably identify times in your life when you've been incredibly resourceful, maybe when you've been facing adversity and you've had to find resourcefulness, but it's there and you know it's there. And groundedness means being able to see through the thinking traps that we fall into. The idea, for example, that nobody likes me, or the idea that everybody else is having a happier or more successful life than me. The idea that other people have all got their stuff sorted out except me. Things like imposter syndrome, where we doubt our value, where we doubt how good we are. These are all well-known thinking traps, and the grounded person can see through them and have a more level-headed experience of what's going on in life. And perhaps most importantly of all, the grounded person acts from the utmost respect and loving kindness towards everybody and everything. There is no competition of ego. There's no sense of I have to win and somebody else has to lose. There's no sense that my ego is on the line. There is only doing the best work we know how to do with the utmost respect and loving kindness for everyone and everything. And in fact, living from groundedness is the opposite of living from ego, fear and insecurity, which is where lots of us have spent most of our time living. And ego, fear and insecurity are the places that those negative behaviors come from, including being hard on ourselves. Because when I talk about acting from the utmost respect and loving kindness towards everybody and everything, that means you too. By the way, if you are enjoying this video so far, do give it the thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the notifications bell so that you'll know when new content like this arrives. The second quality, which partners with groundedness, is equanimity. Now again, I know what you're thinking. What the hell is equanimity? Yeah, because it's not a word that is used much in professional circles. Now, I've seen a few definitions, but the one that suits my purpose here best is it's a peaceful balance of mind and emotion that's retained even when under pressure. That does not mean apathy. You can still care about things. You can still be moved to action. It's just that your circumstances and the behavior and the words of other people are not rocking your boat. That people can throw sticks and stones, but your mind space, your heart space, your emotional space remain clear. And the thing is, when you live and work from both groundedness and equanimity, you are able to be focused, you are able to be resourceful, and you will not be emotionally reactive. You get to keep your head when other people around you may be losing theirs. You get to be the calm in the storm. You get to be the calming influence in the storm, like I managed to be in that major program, in that global Fortune 50 corporation. And in my experience, groundedness and equanimity not only make you happier and healthier in yourself, but it actually increases your impact and influence in the world. It actually increases your professional performance, because that kind of person is the person that people turn to when they need leadership, when there's a problem that needs to be solved. So now the big question, how do you develop groundedness and equanimity? Well, it's not an easy step 1, step 2, step 3 kind of thing. It's not like I can give you 3 simple steps to become grounded, to gain equanimity. It's a little bit like getting fit. It requires a program of work that will require some repetition and some investment of time, and the results will appear gradually. But the important thing is there is work I know you can do to develop these properties. And of course, that's the work that we do on my coaching programs. Now, the actual work can vary from person to person, but here are some of the common things that you can do to develop groundedness with equanimity. Number 1, every single day, you can make a decision about how you want to be that day. You see, nobody gets up in the morning deciding to be stressed and deciding to be reactive and deciding to be out of control of their working hours. Nobody chooses to be stressed and reactive. They happen because they're an unconscious default that we slip into. Making the conscious decision every day about how you want to be that day will help you not slip into those defaults. Now, I'm not saying that that alone will miraculously change everything either, but it's a good place to start to make a conscious decision about how you want to be each day and to program that into your mental satellite navigation system. The second piece of work you can do is to learn to correct yourself anytime you feel that you're getting triggered by something. And I have a particularly specialized routine for that you can access from a link down in the comments. Number 3, in addition to correcting yourself when you get triggered by something, is to deal with those triggers if they show up a lot. So for example, if there's a thought or something that somebody says or a situation that you emotionally react to, you can do work with fields such as neurolinguistic programming or hypnosis to take the potential out of that trigger to create that response. Number 4 for creating groundedness and equanimity is to spend contemplative time, quiet time, contemplating the connectedness of every human being on the planet, the importance of every human being on the planet, the importance of the things that we're doing with our work, and most of all, the amazing capacities that people have in the world. You can do that by reading about amazing people such as Viktor Frankl, Anne Frank, Gandhi, people who have made significant achievements in the world, people who have come through terrible adversities, because the personal power that these people demonstrate is a power that resides within all of us. It's not something that some people have and some people don't. It's a power that we all have. And that means we have the capacity, through looking at other people, to see what's possible for everybody. And that's grounding and it's inspirational. Number 5 is to learn about the thinking traps which we all fall for from time to time. Traps like imposter syndrome, where we think that we're not deserving of the position that we have, or impact bias, or survivor's bias. Because when you know how they work, you can see through them and have that more level-headed response to life. For instance, this video here will tell you more about survivor's bias. And number 6 is self-care. Take time out, exercise, sleep, relax, spend time in nature and with your family doing recreational things. Self-care is key to groundedness and equanimity. And if you think your work is too important for you to take time out for self-care, then it's too important for you not to. Now, one recurring problem with professional people is the inability to switch off from work and to stop thinking about work outside of office hours. If you want to know how to master that, watch this video up here. Or if you've already watched that video, then watch this one down here. This is Steve. Wishing you health and happiness.